Hello. What's up, everybody? We are on our way to New York City. We're doing a program today called Light Bold, Light Beautiful. It's photographic education on photographic lighting and mirrorless cameras and how strobe photography and cameras interact. And so we'll have a live model. It should be a lot of fun. I'm hoping people come because it's a rainy day.
Rainy day.
Right now we're in the midst of personal projects, sometimes creating for others, and other times getting out and sharing what we've learned along the way with other aspiring creatives. It's a delicate balance. Today we're at Adorama in New York City, giving a program on photographic, lighting, and camera techniques. They streamed it live on Facebook, and the link is down below in case you're interested.
The barn doors or...
No, I'm good without them.
Grids?
I brought one little grid I'm going to use, but other than that I should be fine. I'm good.
Welcome to LA. Nice and sunny and warm, a little bit different than back East Coast. But I do feel like I've time traveled because 3 a.m. this morning was very early, and now still it's only 10 a.m.
Now we just arrived at our hotel and we're attending Adobe Max, a conference we've never been to before. All right, we're doing Adobe Max in Los Angeles. It should be a good time.
We just checked in. Everything's gonna be great.
We're here a day early, but got checked in anyway. And now it's just curing that jet lag and relaxing a little bit so we can be fresh and ready for the conference tomorrow.
Huh?
Why even bother trying to film this? So I decided to start a new piece today, just starting with an acrylic base. I buy this really thick acrylic. The thicker the better when it comes to the acrylic base, because it's going to allow me to start with texture when I do start applying the oil paint. And that texture is part of what kind of guides me to where I'm going, but most of the paintings I do, I'm subconsciously working. I get into kind of a meditative state, and it's kind of spiritual at the same time, and what it allows me to do is just kind of be guided by the universe and kind of bring that universal consciousness into the work. The keynotes at Adobe Max are nothing short of spectacular. To get out and not only hear from other creative individuals, but to share experiences with others who are attending the event makes me realize very quickly how important it is to get out from behind the computer and interact with other creative individuals. And the message this year really resonated with me. It's not just about being a photographer or filmmaker or painter or fashion designer or any kind of artist. What's exciting is what's happening at the intersection of all of these creative fields.
Fully creatively satisfying. It's such a joy and a privilege. Now, breaking into creative fields, as you all know, everyone's got their own story. And while, I'll tell you mine today, there are everybody in every creative field has had their jumps and their hurdles along the way.
I wanted to really talk about something that Anne was just mentioning, which is actually about discipline.
My name's Albert Watson, as you see, and I'm going to try and cram 50 years of information into 20 minutes here.
And the fact that the two of you really represent the modern day creative. You have your hands in so many different things.
We're going to pull up a picture of you from Happy Days that was actually shot by Albert Watson, who was just out here, and they just had a little kind of get together.
And acting became my life. That was where my passion was, it was where my motivation was.
I began my kind of journey as a mathematician.
Whether it's music, or comedy, or acting, or Broadway, or television, or YouTube.
And finally, I did a show, and Ronald Reagan was the host. It was for General Electric Theater. And even though I didn't have much of a credit, at the end he said, and a little special thanks to little Ronnie Howard, who played Barnaby and Mr. O'Malley.
And then I ended up in a chocolate factory, tasting and testing chocolate.
So it's actually a two-part question. The first part is, it's not about really balance, but how do you focus and discipline your energy when you're working on so many different things?
And then I began to imagine my sensibility applied to this story. And if I begin to think there's something of myself that's organic that I can bring to this, whatever the tone, I like to work in a lot of different genres and styles.
I ended up at St. Andrews University, and I ended up studying graphic design.
I tend to play it down, so I just say I do stuff.
But it's all about the thematics of that story, and I've developed my voice, my capacity to be able to work in different genres and apply the best genre to the thematic.
However, after 2 years of studying graphic design, of a 4-year course, I discovered photography. And the minute I discovered photography, the whole thing changed.
Once you have that, and you have that confidence, then there's that ignorance. Then the reality sets in. If you make it your career in your business, of course you're going to face a lot of disappointment, and it hurts like hell. And that's something that you have to get by. And then if you stay with it long enough, and you're fortunate to keep being invited to the party and allowed to work and be productive, you begin to fear that less.